The Chambers Podcast.
Hi, welcome viewers. And today we have a visitor, we have a guest called Chesire, who will be taking us through the financial management. And before we start, I'd love to invite him so that he may introduce himself. Welcome.
Thank you, Julius. My name is Edwin Chesire. I'm a certified public accountant and a graduate, Bachelor of Commerce, accounting option.
Today, and our topic today is about financial management. Maybe Mr. Chesire, maybe you can just tell us what is financial management.
Okay, so financial management is broad, but basically this is a process where you plan yourself, you analyze your financial resources so that you can achieve your goals for the year or for that period that you are planning to, and also investing and saving for future use.
Okay, Mr. Chesire, maybe you can tell us, do we have a timeline for that about planning? Do you have a timeline, or should we have a timeline?
Maybe to start with, we said we have some principles which will guide us. And you know, success is personal. Success is not a group, it's personal. And maybe I can give you some elements of financial management. Number one, what you should consider is the financial planning. You have to plan yourselves. So if you are financial planning, you should consider your age or your objective for that resource. So you have to plan yourself. Secondly, you have to have a budget which will guide you. Thirdly, you have the analysis. You do the comparison of what is actually you compare the budget and the actual use, and then you do the feedback, you do some correctional analysis. Yes, Julius.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chesire. To our viewers, maybe Chesire to help us know how can we plan for this, because at the end of the day we need to know how to manage our finances. We need also to know how to come up with a budget. Maybe our friend Chesire, our guest, can assist us and show us and tell us how to make the budget.
Okay, on planning, first you need to analyze your financial situation. Secondly, you set your goals, either short term or long term, and then have some strategies on how to achieve these goals. Secondly is about budgeting.
Okay.
A budget should be realistic, based on historical, or what we call a zero-based budgeting. You use the historical analysis or the history of your budget or your expenditure and income, so that it can guide you to plan for your future. That would be a good basis to do a budget.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have just touched about history, and as we can see the trends that are happening in our country. Can we insist and can we follow up on our history? Sometimes you are finding a young guy from high school anakuja direct into the market. You find that amemanage vizuri and he is driving big vehicles, and another person an age of 30 years and still he is struggling down.
So maybe to answer you is about the strategy and maybe the background. You see, some people may have some source of income, maybe the inheritance, and some may have other sources, maybe your job or your business from your father or something you sold, or do maybe a business that is bringing more money or cash flow as compared to others. I think that's about planning and the lifestyle you will choose.
Yeah, thank you. I want to elaborate about the historical, because sometimes I have found some families, people from a good background, but now they are perishing. They are suffering outside, and yet they have a good background.
Okay, what we say, or what I normally say, is that we don't base the future with your history, especially about the financial management or your future is not, we don't want to know your background, but we want to know where you are going.
Okay.
Where you are going will be determined by a lot of factors. Number one is the knowledge, the financial knowledge, the spending habits, and the lifestyle you want to live, and the friends will play a part in this journey
Okay.
to success.
To our viewers, maybe we can request our guests to just elaborate and tell us more about the financial, the elements of financial management. Just share with us.
Okay, as I said, financial management has a lot of elements. It's very broad. So we have the financial planning. Secondly, is about the budgeting. You budget yourself, and then you do the analysis. You do the ratios on maybe liquidity and profitability. We have the investments and then risk management, and lastly will be on the cash flow management, the in and out of your finances.
Thank you, our guest. To our viewers, maybe we are just talking to a guy who works in Gikomba, a person who works at around Ruiru Market. Can you elaborate and assist this person to know how to manage and how to come up with the cash flow? Yeah.
Okay, cash flow basically for a layman, you should check on your what is coming in and what is going out, and then you should understand, is there a profit? No, is there something that will remain, a surplus or a deficit? So that's what we call the cash flow management. You analyze what is going out and what is coming in. So you should ensure you spend little, and then the excess you invest somewhere. Either you buy some more stock, you restock your shop, or you invest somewhere else where you'll be earning a lot of where you'll be earning some cash instead of money being idle. And then you diversify these investments in case of risk management.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. To our viewers, it's clear that for every person who is in business should have a record, so that you may know that your cash flow, your cash in and cash out.
That's true. You should have it's basic to have a record so that you can know where you are going, where you came from.
Okay.
Yes.
And most of our viewers, I know they're in business, but they don't keep record. What can you tell them?
Most of the businesses, in fact, around 70%, most of them are not making a profit. They are just there to mark time, because you want to see someone is has a business of which what you can see is now is not making any profit. It's just sustaining that shop.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's what do we call the public? That's niko na duka, lakini in real sense there is nothing you are making, because you don't have a record of this is where I was, this is where I'm going, and these are the profits, and this is what I will do next year. Yes.
Okay, I guess it seems that most of our members or most of our viewers and most of the people who are in business, they have been struggling, they have been doing business without making profit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are not, because you don't have the record keeping and analyze yourself.
Okay. To our viewers, one key element that we should have in our financial management, we should always have a plan. We should always have a record of our daily transaction, amount that we sell, and the cash in and cash out. Yes. Maybe our guest, you can take us also through it. Just tell us the principles of financial management.
Okay, we have around 4 key principles of management. Number 1 is profit maximization. Secondly is wealth management. That one will be on ratios, liquidity. You compare your liquidity versus the profitability, and lastly will be on time value of money. The money today will not be the same as money you have to borrow.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you. So I believe you are getting all this, and you'll work on this and you'll understand it better. Maybe to finalize on this, our viewers, I would like our guests to take us through the importance of financial management. Why should we manage our finances?
That's a good question. First, the importance of financial management is stability. You'll be stable. You'll be having peace of mind, and second will be growth. Once you have financial management, you can plan your future, and I know you will grow and expand in case for a business or yourself, and that will be on sustainability. You can sustain yourself for as long as you can, so long as you have a good financial management to make good financial decisions.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you to our viewers. I believe we have really learned today's lesson about financial management, and I believe that you'll use the skills and the knowledge that you have really gotten from our guests to manage your businesses, to manage your finances. Maybe the last question. There are people who are not in business, but they have a cash flow from maybe a staff who gets salary. what can you advise that stuff?
Okay, the basics about the salary. Okay, they say you will not be wealthy with salary, so you need to look for a side hustle. But with your salary, you can start with somewhere. Number one, you need to use or apply the 50-20-30 rule. Number one is the 50% you spend, you save before spending.
50% you save.
No, 30%. It's 50-30-20.
Yeah.
So 20% you should save.
20 you save. Obviously you are listening. 20 you save.
And then the 30% you pay what we call the 30% you should apply for your we have the wants. These are luxuries.
Okay.
And then the 50% is on your needs,
Okay.
which is very important. But you should, as much as possible, make sure you save as much as possible from your salary for investment or future use.
Okay, to obvious, that's a key thing, that in any salary, in any amount that you get every end month, 20% of it you should save for the future. And we also have another scenario.
Yes.
After saving, what can you tell them? I can go and save, and maybe I keep my money in a place, in a bank. Will it be of any use to me?
So maybe we have three main stages of becoming wealthy. Number one, we say making money is action.
Yeah.
So secondly, keeping money is a behavior. And thirdly, growing this money is knowledge. So you say everyone can make money, but some people will keep this money, and then only a few people will grow this money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So to our viewers, I believe that you have really learned a lot, and be people who can grow your saving, your money to another level. Thank you. Meet in the next next session, and may God bless you. Mungu azidi kumbariki. And to our guests, thank you for also granting and having such a moment, a time for us, and to our viewers. God bless you.
The Chambers Podcast.